Good evening. Welcome to the den. I am your host, Sir Sir Ed Honcho. So, we're gonna have a very interesting conversation tonight. Y'all gonna have to pardon me. I'm probably gonna do the most ghetto shit that I've ever done while streaming. Um, and you know, like that's a very high or maybe very low bar to set when we're talking about doing ghetto shit. But I just got, well, I won't say just got the coals going, but they're just about ready. So I'm like putting some stuff on the pit while I'm doing this shit. So I may be doing a little bit of running back and forth. Uh, I'm guesstimating about an hour or so. I don't know if I'm quite back into the 2 hour stream time yet. We'll just see how things go. But again, I hope that everybody is doing well. And I just opened a little bit of tequila and I got the plastic in the shot glass. That is great. Then I just stuck this glove in there that probably has meat residue on it. But hey, whatever doesn't kill you will make you stronger. It is good to see y'all, you lovely folks, whoever may be in here joining us this evening. As I make me a Honcho sunset, because it's definitely not a tequila sunrise. These are not the proper ingredients. I am not in Baytown, but Baytown is definitely the ghetto. It is, yeah. If you know Baytown like I know Baytown, it is definitely the ghetto. And if you know Baytown, as familiar as I am, it is very, very ghetto. But fortunately, I'm not in Baytown, and don't plan on ever having to go back. Shout out to Master Race. Shout out to Kay Grace, she was in here earlier. I don't know if she's still joining us now. Shout out to Heidi. I show up not on German time, K. Right? I'll probably supposed to put the grenadine in last, but these are how things go, right? See, look, how you go. Shouted you out and you shouted yourself out. So a couple of things. Tonight we're going to talk about something I like to call the R. Kelly paradox, right? And it's something that we've discussed probably briefly in streams past. But someone had reached out to me the other day, and they shared the little thing he did from jail, the residuals challenge. So I guess it was a bunch of people who were taking on the Chris Brown song, and yeah, get that patient a shot of tequila. We're taking on a Chris Brown song and kind of doing their rendition of it. Ah, shit, the mango's way too sweet. And so R. Kelly did his version of it from the Big House, right? So I'm gonna get into that. But before I get into that, give me like a minute, 15 seconds, maybe a minute to a minute and a half. I need to go spread these coals, and I need to I probably need to make sure they're great. But I need to spread these coals, and I need to put the meat on the pit. I'm trying to be quick. It doesn't take long, so I may be doing a little bit of running back and forth. My timing was not great today, but I have to eat, right? So there's that. So I'm gonna put on some of these little catchy tunes for. I mean, it's the damn song. It's always been the damn song. You guys know what this is. And yeah, give me just a moment. Like I say, just un momento, por favor. And I guess I'll be right back. Well, since you missed out yesterday, you should feel special. You should feel very entitled, right? Give me just a second. I can smell the fucking meat on my fucking gloves. I'm pretty sure there should be a pause or something in there. We don't play those games anymore. Give me just a second. Pardon me. Like I said, trying to move as swiftly as I can. We're going to see how this all turns out. I think I've melted glove to my hand. But anyway. So, the R. Kelly paradox. And when I say the R. Kelly paradox, right? R. Kelly, depending on your age range, depending on your particular genre of music that you prefer, I'm sure that he's touched all of us in some way, form, fashion, or another. If not physically, through the music, right? Depending if you're about my age range, maybe a little bit older, maybe slightly younger, you've had some sort of memory to an R. Kelly song. Now, whether it was a good memory, a bad memory, I guess that's up to you or your particular set of arrangements, right? This fucking meat smell's killing me. But it just depends, right? I could say that I have a few. I could say that there have been some shared with me that I didn't even recall were memories to R. Kelly songs that other people have had that I may or may not have been involved in, right? But what I say is that R. Kelly did some very dastardly, devious, disgusting, degenerate, and not in the den folk degenerate kind of way, not degenerate, diabolical things, right? And so I'm going to be honest, because I am a fan of R. Kelly's music, I have shielded myself from some of those things, right? I didn't watch Surviving R. Kelly. The worst I saw was a Dave Chappelle skit and maybe an episode or two on the Boondocks where they were addressing R. Kelly and his bad behavior, right? And so some people may be much more informed into the bad, devious, disrespectful, probably need to be disinfected behaviors of one R. Kelly. Rapper under 30? I don't know any rappers under 30. Who is a rapper under 30? People under 30 don't rap. They make noises off beat and call it rap music, right? That definitely could have been a 2-shot drink. I guess I need to say a little bit sober here. People under 30 don't rap. There's probably, I couldn't name you, if somebody came to me now with a gun to my head and said, Honcho, right now, rapper under 30, or you're dying, I might as well, start making arrangements because I have no idea. I couldn't think of one line. I'm just trying to think of one off the cuff right now. I absolutely cannot, have no idea. And honestly, I wouldn't consider R. Kelly a rapper. I would consider him more R&B, right? And they don't make R&B music anymore. Why don't they make R&B music anymore? Because that's a very good question, right? Back in the day, women used to like to be serenaded and sang to, and they used to, used to provide them melodies and beautiful sayings and, poetry to music. They found out them bitches didn't like that shit. They found out them bitches want to be talked to crazy. They found out these bitches want to be disrespected rhythmically, right? That's what they want. That's what they crave. Oh, fucking shit, I didn't check the time. What time did I get back over here? I have to give it a few minutes. Because I'm gonna fuck around and overcook the shit. But they like being disrespected to the music, right? So here's the thing, right? That's hilarious. But this is where we are. Women aren't the women that they used to be. And I'm sure dudes aren't the dudes they used to be. But once they found out women like the disrespectful shit, motherfuckers stopped singing like nice songs. No more begging ass Keith Sweats. No more questionable Luther Vandross songs. Prince made music that was probably off the charts, but I guess he sang it in a way that most people didn't recognize some of the things that he was saying, but it was pretty out there. So you don't have that kind of music being made anymore, right? There is no R&B. There are no R&B singers. Nobody wants to engage in that. Strong and Grand, aka Dan the Man, what's the motherfucking deal? And that's where we are. So The king of R&B, and I'm probably sure the reason that R&B shifted in the way it did, R. Kelly, right? The paradox, the question. R. Kelly did terrible, terrible things, but he made great music. He made great fucking music. Even in jail, he's still making, in prison, he's making great fucking music. Right? Wolverine, what's the motherfucking deal? Shout out to everybody who had we had a good old Discord conversation last night. It was great talking to you guys. Give me 1 second. I gotta go check the pit. I was gonna say it is the Segura, and we're not talking time. But yeah, I got stuff late, and so I got stuff on the pit. I'm running back and forth. I'm streaming. I'm like the master of motherfucking multitasking right now. I'll be back in 2 and 2. If you know what that is, you're just as old as my ass is. Now, 1 second. Do 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 do. Let me give y'all some of that good old background music to listen to while I run and do this. This is not going to be the best outcome I've ever had on a barbecue pit, but hey, we're going to deal with it. Burger King has nothing on my flame broiled burgers. We're talking real flame, like direct heat. Like this is not going to be good. But anyway, so talking about the paradox, right? So R. Kelly makes great music. It's undeniable that he makes great music. Whether you like him for his freakishly freaky R&B music, whether you like him for his motivational, I believe I can fly, the world's greatest type music, whether you like him for his encounters with Mr. Big, right, his storytelling, the Trapped in the Closet series, whatever it may be that you find R. Kelly interesting for, right, we cannot deny that the man is very talented. Again, like I said, even from jail, he's making very catchy music. So someone shared this with me, and they asked my opinion on it, and I could not deny it. The man is making hits from the penitentiary, right? And it makes you question it, right? Because you almost, who was it? I think it was Andrew Schultz listened to the song, did a thing. He's talking about, I can't listen to the whole song. Because then I'm talking about free R. Kelly. Free the man, give him another chance. And so this is what I mean by the paradox, right? is it possible that someone is so talented and gifted in a particular skill set, whatever it may be, that they deserve another level of privilege than other people? Ken, what's the motherfucking deal? A junior, good grief. When you're a damn junior in goddamn high school, goddamn freshman in high school. This is crazy. White persuasion. What's the motherfucking deal? People are blocking you on this. That is a great follow, especially in this day and age of the big nose, small hat people. Anyway, so it's a situation. This is gonna be bad. This is gonna be terrible. Steak's gonna be bad. I think I need to take the steaks off in like just a minute. But the burgers, they're not to my liking, so they may have to sit a little bit longer. But anyway, you can't deny. So do people who have exceptional talent levels deserve, the benefit of the doubt? Do they deserve to have more privileges in society than your average citizen, right? Does that go for just musically? Does that go for athletes? Does that go for actors? You know what I mean? Like, do they deserve a higher level? I generally would say no, right? But again, in some way, form, or fashion, R. Kelly has touched us all. Ignition, right? Debate. And I'm actually gonna ask another question here. Ignition. Great song. Great song. Man Cave, a.k.a. Man Up. What's the motherfucking deal? Good to see you. Ignition. Great song. Great song. Then he goes back and he says, fuck that. Fuck that. I'm going to make the Ignition remix. And makes a, some may say, even better song, even better version. With the remix. Right? There is a list of songs, right? I mean, there's a long laundry list of songs written by R. Kelly that I could say have been beneficial in some form or fashion, right? Right, you know, the originals, if you like it, kind of slow. You know, that's the original, so you got to listen to both of them. When you're having your good old session, right? You got to listen to both of them. When you start off, you're taking it slow. First round is for Ignition. The second round is for the Ignition remix, right? That's how it goes. Yeah, no, I mean, people do only know. I think most people know the it's the remix to Ignition, hot and fresh out the kitchen. Yeah, that type of stuff. He turns around and makes a song about sex in the kitchen, right? Like, the man made songs about the most devious activities, but they were great songs. 12 play, TP2. You could argue 12 play, and then 12 play. Like, once he makes the sequel to the original, some may argue that the sequel is better. TP2 might be my favorite R. Kelly album, right? Because there's a lot of devious shenanigans and activities going on. I mean, it's a, look, hey. Right? Because the purpose is to get inebriated. It's not about getting inebriated all nastily. Look, people say whatever they want to say about sweet cocktails and all that shit. Yesterday was shot day, okay? And I'm trying to slow it down so that, make it to the stream, because I definitely, after 2 or 3 shots, I was feeling on the stream. It was worse than the original Kush Dens. But you may say that he takes a recipe and then he improves the recipe. And tonight, yes, I will open up the line tonight. We're going to take some calls because I want to get some thoughts on some things. But let me go check the pit real quick. But I'm going to leave you with a question. No, it's supposed to be a tequila sunrise, but I don't have all the right ingredients, so it's a Honcho sunset. It's different. Look, you can drink you some warm milk or you can get inebriated. The OGs know what I'm talking about. I'm going to leave you with this question, and I'm going to return to see what your answers are. Your favorite R. Kelly song, right? Because I believe this question is harder to answer than it sounds. Right now, if you're just not super familiar with the catalog, it may be easier to pick. But if you are familiar with R. Kelly's catalog, what is your favorite R. Kelly song? It could be motivational, it could be inspirational, it could be sensational, it could be storytelling, it could be, one of the more devious songs, right? Heidi, you look like a I believe I can fly person, right? Step in the name of love. They dance music, stepping music. That's what I'm saying. Like, it's. Let me go check this shit. I'm gonna leave y'all with the little music for a second. That's fucking funny. That's fucking. Right, I have returned. And it actually didn't come out as bad as I thought it would. God, sweaty ass fucking gloves. All right. There we go. All illusion, what's the motherfucking deal? Yeah, the music ain't gonna change, baby. Well, it should change eventually, but right now, not gonna change. This actually came out really good. This came out perfect. Don't mind me. Oh, very good. I thought the burger was gonna be bad. They came out really good. All right. So, no, it's been what? What is this, 25? think about 8. It's been about 8. It's been about 8 years at this point, something like that, off and on. I'm pretty sure if you like take all the hiatuses and MIAs and vacations, it's probably like more like 5. But yeah. But again, so depending on what you like R. Kelly for, right? Cool. Known pervert. I think everybody in the entertainment industry has they don't have a pocket full of stones. They got a closet full of bones, right? No shit. Yeah, we were definitely watching Trump. Yeah, I went to like I said, I played a couple Rockets games this season, right? But yeah, Houston. We were talking about it yesterday. Houston is not what it used to be. It's what do they say? Like it's the fastest growing, like over 23 and 24, like the fastest growing. Harris County is like the fastest growing area. It is terrible. You know what I'm saying? Dre, what's the motherfucking deal? Pinkerton's Barbecue. I've heard of them, right? I've heard of them. Haven't been there. And I think them they're like every other barbecue spot in the city. But in the city, I've heard of Pinkerton's. Somebody told me it was really good, but I have not been there, right? So I can't vouch for it. Everywhere else, Burns, Triple J's, unfortunately Spring Creek. Shit, what else? All that good stuff. Oh yeah. I've accepted Unk status. Right? If I'm talking about R. Kelly, I'm definitely talking Unk status at this point. 335. Peace. He said Pinkerton's got some fire ass ribs and brisket. I'm gonna check it out. That's how I tend to measure. Like I have like how I measure my how I have how I measure like Mexican restaurants by their tortas. Generally, that's how I measure barbecue spots by their brisket. Now, Triple J's is a place, and if you want Triple J's, you better get there early. It's a line every day you go to Triple J's. It's going to be a line out the door before they open. When you get there, it doesn't matter. You know the order you get there does matter. But what they're going to do, they're going to let all the old people in first. Like they're old and kind of handicapish. You know what I'm saying? It look like they're kind of struggling. They're going to let all the old people in first. They're going to move them to the front of the line. Let them in first, and then Jabari, what's the motherfucking deal? You know what I'm saying? Arg. I might. Well, never mind, because power can go very far. Really? There might be one. There might actually be another one, because I think I saw something in the store, because they have all kind of shit from all kind of celebrities and shit who came in there. There may be another. Don't let me lie to you, because I don't. You know, I'm not vouching for them and saying they are like. But the barbecue is good. The food is good. They have the fucking Gatorade thing full of fucking barbecue sauce. I thought that was neat. Thought that was rather nifty. But it's good. Like the food is good. Like that bitch gonna be packed every fucking day. Well, that bitch gonna be packed every day you go there. I recommend it. Some people are really big on Burns. Burns to me is cool. Burns to me is cool, but it's like, you know, it's neither here nor there to me. You got what, like Rudy's. Rudy's definitely a super champ. Rudy's moist brisket is good though. Rudy's moist brisket is good. Trail. What has he got now? He's got like a chicken finger chain or something shit now. Trill Fingers or some shit like that. I don't know. Here's my deal. Again, UGK alumni. Not hating on nobody or nothing. Trill burgers are cool. They're good. right? They're good burgers, but one, I would never buy them at a stadium because again, you got the extra pricing. It's way too high for what you're getting. Um, excuse me, and they're good, but it's just like I don't know the pricing at the actual Trill Burgers location, but it's like, JC Top. I mean, I have to. I've been out of the loop as far as all the you know what I'm saying. Yeah, things have changed, man. Like it is not. It's not what it used to be, right? Like the culture is not what it used to be. Like the Houston culture doesn't exist anymore. Like it's all this out of town shit. It's almost like I said, like somebody said yesterday, like it's like a Western Atlanta. Because all these people that fell in love with this weird ass Atlanta culture, now you got there's too many niggas in this motherfucking there's too many fucking lonely ass black bitches in this motherfucker. Like it's just it's too ratchet. Like it's not like Houston used to be a player city. You know what I'm saying? It used to be a city for players and hustlers, right? Now it's just it's weird. It's not. Oh, you talking about you with the Bun B spot? But I'm just saying the city as a whole though. Like I mean, it's just the energy is different. Yeah, it wasn't. And what I say to me, like I said, it's good, but you know, if you're not want to pay those prices, I would say go to a Freddy's, right? And this is not me being a hater. This is not me being you know what I'm saying. This is not me being like I say. I fuck with Bun a long way, but it's just like it's different. Like think about it, because now you got motherfuckers like think about it in Houston. You used to have like Fat Pat murals, you know what I'm saying? DJ Screw mural. You got like Nipsey Hussle murals and shit out here. Like why? Why are there Nipsey Hussle and Kendrick Lamar murals in Houston? Kendrick ain't even dead. Like why are there like that's what I'm saying? Like the culture is just it's I'm surprised you ain't got a King Von mural out in this motherfucker somewhere. I'm pretty sure somebody done done it. You know what I mean? It's just like it's not the city anymore. The culture's not appreciated. You know what I mean? Like it's Delta Echo Golf. Okay, thought I heard something. Like it's crazy. Like it's not the city's not what it used to be. Like there's no appreciation for the culture that this city built that got pilfered, right? And if y'all know me, I've been saying it like this for a long time. Atlanta's not a real place. Like Atlanta to me, and I know we're supposed to be talking about R. Kelly. We're gonna get back to R. Kelly. And for those of you who haven't put your favorite R. Kelly song in the chat, regardless if you still listen to his music or not, I'm still gonna listen to his fucking music, right? Because I didn't watch Surviving R. Kelly. I will never watch Surviving R. Kelly. Y'all will not taint. No pun intended. Y'all will not taint the memories of R. Kelly for me. Yeah, he's a disgusting individual, right? He's a terrible person. But the motherfuckers made music that everybody at this point, if you're between the ages of 30 and probably 70, you've gotten down to something, you've gotten down to something R. Kelly. Even if you didn't get down to this freaky shit, you done got down to some Step in the Name of Love. You done got down to some goddamn whatever. Yeah, you are kind of right, Heidi. That is where we are now. You've gotten down to something R. Kelly invented, right? And so I'm admittedly saying so, right? Because again, I've had too many good memories to want to believe like, hey, this guy is a disgusting fucking pervert. and again, when you think about it, you think about the music he makes, you're like, yeah, he probably kind of had to be a disgusting pervert to make some of the songs that he's made, right? Again, that's a whole other conversation. But yeah, the city's not what it used to be. It doesn't have that. Like you, niggas still ride slab, but slabs ain't even what they used to be. Like I'm gonna be honest, I'm not with the gorilla poker shit. I'm not with the shit motherfuckers putting them on fucking chargers and shit. I'm not with the shit like that shit's supposed to be like on old school Lincoln, you know, lack, something put like on a town car. You know what I'm saying? I mean, whatever. Anything R. Kelly has touched, if you will. But like that's what I grew up on. Like seeing motherfuckers in the old Lincoln Town cars, old Lax, you know what I'm saying, L Dog, something like that. Now it's just like motherfuckers is it's not the same. It's not the same. Like, what did it say? You motherfuckers trying to put them on foreign. Bun told you that a while back. If you finna ride foreign, my nigga, you got to chop. You know what I mean? Like, when's the last time you seen some blades in the city? When is the last time you saw some fucking blades in the city? Right? Like, I couldn't even fucking tell you. Last anything I saw resembling blades in the fucking city was them little two-prong fucking shit. And I hate them motherfuckers. I can't stand that shit. Looks so dysfunctional, right? Like the you know, it doesn't look good. Like I can't tell you the last time I've even seen somebody chopping blades, but those probably were the last ones I saw, and I hate them motherfuckers. Like they're just weird looking, right? So I don't know. And I'm gonna be honest too. Now, if you killing niggas for some gorilla pokers, you really out of fucking whack. Yeah, I mean, you know what? You might have a point, Heidi. Everything has been downhill since the real Astro World got shut down. And I mean, like these motherfuckers, like, there's just so much shit going on. These motherfuckers want a new stadium. The old stadium ain't even fucking paid for. You still got an old stadium. They're just sitting in the fucking parking lot. They ain't doing shit. I don't fucking know what's going on. No, we ain't giving Deshaun credit for nothing. The shit was, he was part of the reason. Deshaun probably R. Kelly #1 fucking fan. But anyway, that is a fucking tasty ass. I must give myself credit if I must say so. It's very good. Fucking, it's just not the same, right? Like, and I'm not even a super socializing ass motherfucker. Like, I don't really be on the scene like that because I don't say I don't like doing things. I do like doing things. I like going to sporting events. I like being out. I just don't like being around a bunch of fucking niggas because niggas will turn something good into something hood with the fucking quick. It could be a nice R&B under the stars. Two bitches that wore the same dress, now they ready to fight. And then some gay nigga will jump in and fight with them. Then somebody else so it's just gonna turn into a fucking brawl. Like, it just, right? Because I'm not, as much as I love my Caucasian brother, I'm not welcome to the Caucasian events. I scare the Caucasian people who are not familiar with me for whatever reason. Look at him, he might do something. I have too much of the niggerish appearance, right? They don't understand. I'm with you guys. And then going to black events, like you want to enjoy that vibe and that element and that kind of that energy, but that energy, it never lasts. If you give it an hour and a half, it's gonna fucking get ruined. It's gonna fucking turn sour real quick. And so it's just like, I'm not the one to start no shit, but it's gonna be a situation where somebody's gonna look crazy, or it's gonna do. And again, I'm not above a nigga moment. Right? I'm not above a nigga moment because I can easily generate a nigga moment just like anybody else. And again, but it's when that energy is received, it's when that energy is reciprocated. And so I tried my best not to, but I'm no punk bitch. Like, I'm not gonna go out like that. So there's always gonna be somebody gonna test you, gonna try you, and then shit gets escalated, and then a good evening turns into a very bad evening. Then, but we try not to do that type of stuff, right? Because again, it's just, that's why I tend to avoid situations that I know can turn into problems, right? And I agree, Rob. And I agree, because that's my thing is this. It's not even about me personally having a low impulse. It's that you can't show mercy with some fucking people, right? You can be cool, try to brush it off, and then the motherfucker will keep, it's like pit bulls and chihuahuas. You know what I'm saying? Especially being a bigger person. And you try to quell the situation and you try to be like, all right, cool, whatever. Yeah, go on, that chihuahua's gonna keep going. You know what I'm saying? And eventually, you ain't even, your pit bull ain't gotta even bite. You ain't even gotta bite hard. You just a little nip. And then it just turns into a situation, right? So I try to avoid those things. I try to avoid those things. You know what I mean? Because again, you see it. And some of my larger fellas, I know Lucian's a taller guy. I'm sure he can tell you. I'm sure Trill could probably tell you. But when you just go and play, like it's like little men. You see it, like that the Napoleon syndrome. Like it's and again you can come in with no malice, no negative intention, no harm in your heart. Like you know what I'm saying? Like it's just hey, I'm minding my own business. It's like something they fucking take personal. Like they just you're taller than I am and I'm mad about it. God didn't give me the genes I want or some shit. And it's just like that. It's like some shit they take personal. Like, and then they they amplify the situation. You know what I mean? So it's like that, man. And that's a whole nother conversation, right? That's a whole different thing. The cigar lounge. I'm not opposed to that. I'm just not. I'm lying because I got a couple cigars. I just I'm not opposed to it. I might have to find one that's nice. Somebody else was telling me about a nice one nearby actually. So I might need to look into that. That might be more of the vibe. Like I need to go somewhere where sensible people are, where you can actually network and get things done. Man, hey, it's something has to shake. Something has to Jägermeister. Delson, you party with the hardcore Caucasians, right? you party with the hey bro, take some Jaeger bombs, bro. Like you party with those types. No thank you. Right? Not at all. But yeah. But going back to it, right? The R. Kelly paradox. Disgusting person, but a person who's contributed so much to society. Who else would you say would kind of fit into that conversation? That they've done, like, would Bill Cosby be in that conversation? I don't think Bill is as bad as R. Kelly. And y'all can say whatever, because I'm pretty sure there'll be some random woman who will pop in here. Yeah, you're probably one of them too, because you're agreeing with their behavior. Like, Bill, the hoes that was fucking with Bill, they knew what they were on, right? They knew what was up. Now, did they necessarily know about the hidden pills? Bill was just trying to help them relax, right? But the activities and the shenanigans that were taking place, the fact they was fucking with Bill, they were looking for leverage in a situation, right? Speaking of leverage in a situation, did you hear about the teacher and the scream mask? Have y'all heard this story? Have y'all heard this story? It came across my feed today, and I didn't have a chance to deep dive, but just a little bit that I heard was probably more than enough for me. But again, I tell people, I hate it because media paints things a certain way. The television paints things a certain way. And if you haven't had life experience, you're going to believe that life works one way. But in my experience, and now that I look back on certain things, I was like, damn, I might have been a victim. The teacher, 31 years old. Right? 31 years old. I want to say, might have been junior high kids, I believe. Getting gangbanged by kids in scream masks. Getting trains ran on her by students in scream masks. Wearing scream masks, filming the shit. And I believe the husband threatened one of the kids who said, now here, so I am part of the problem, right? Because, look, at that age, and I can admit, so it's kind of, it's part of the problem. I am part of the problem. Because you say there's a double standard. When men get it at a young age, you're like, hey, you get congratulated. You get, you get celebrated for getting some pussy, right? And it's true in a sense. So I have to look at these situations a little bit differently. So when I say certain things like, the teacher's getting gangbanged, you're not getting seduced. The teacher's just a fucking slow. Like, even at a young age, you knew when a hoe was a hoe, and you knew when a bitch was trying to manipulate you into a relationship. So I'll take the hoe teachers more so of more so than the teachers who like try to manipulate these kids, damn near having relationships with the kids. Like if the teacher's getting trained, man, you and your homeboys coming in with fucking Scream and Freddy Krueger mask and having Halloween hunch sessions, you know what I'm saying? Like, you should know. Don't fall in love with the trained chick. But there's always one. There's always one who's gonna be like, you can't treat her like this, man. I love her. She's a good girl, right? Like, trust me. Like, look. Never fall in love with a trainer. I'd probably fell in love with some hoes. I won't say fell in love. I'd probably like some hoes in my day. I think we all have at some point in time. But never the trained chick, right? Like, never you're the third man in rotation. There's like three other niggas behind you waiting to go their turn, and you come out the fucking door like, hey, man, she's a good one, and we shouldn't be treating her like... That nigga was kissing on the bitch. That nigga was kissing on the bitch in the train, right? The nigga that come out like, hey, she's got feelings, fellas. We shouldn't do this. Look, hey, right, whatever. But yeah, like, and this is crazy because you hear about this shit all the time. And I doubt anything major happens. Like, I doubt anything major happens to her because that's how women are treated. Women are always given lesser roles in this type of shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, you see teachers do this all the time, right? And I'm pretty sure I could tell y'all some stories. I could tell you stories that I've been told, and just not to out people and put them, like, yeah, these teachers, and again, you think about it, if you were in school, you knew of a teacher who was doing some shit with students, right? And I'm not talking about a male teacher. We all knew dirty coaches, but there were female teachers who were engaging in behaviors, and they were married, or she's just a whore, Some of these whores just like attention, like they love it, But and yes, we'll definitely have the fun, because that's what I've come to realize. Like, we're gonna use that excuse, but some of these bitches out here just want to be slutted and desired, right? I know a lot of you people do probably don't want to hear this. Because it ruins this idea that we have of women. But I've heard it from more than one. And it actually came across something came across my thing, and I'm like, oh, that confirms it. Women enjoy being slutted out. That's what if there were no stigma, that's why so many bitches got OnlyFans, right? Like, if there was no stigmas and no negativity about them being that way, more women would openly do it, right? So I'm just telling you, like, it is. But look, and again, right? And so if we're talking about that, R. Kelly talked about being finagled and fondled at a young age, right? Do we? What the fuck is going on with Tariq Nasheed? He's a fucking weirdo. He's a super weirdo. Yeah, it's just like, it's a wild deal. Yeah, we're gonna do that. But yeah, and so it's just like yeah, and that's the thing, right? They were in college, getting active, getting frisky, getting wild in college, and then they go on, and they, like I said, they teach high school. You're seeing a lot of young boys in their prime, probably the highlight a lot of their careers. They're either playing sports or doing whatever. And they're looking at them as young men. Especially, again, if you're a larger young man or whatever. I've told you, it's been times like now that I look back, there's something I'm not even going to say. But, like, I was sitting thinking the other day, and I'm super aloof. I'm just kind of out of there. Like, when it comes to only more recently have I been more alert and paying attention to when women make certain advances and things like that. But when I was young, I just like I didn't pay attention. I didn't care. And I realized that a good friend of mine at a young age, his mom made several sketchy advances, right? Like several sketchy advances. Because now that I think about the things that she said and some of the commentary that was made, I was like, that's probably not something that you should be saying to your son's friend, right? Like, not at all. And just certain situations, like now that I think about knowing what I know now, and just think back, I'm like, well, I could have been a real piece of shit. Like I could have been a real bad friend. But again, I just wasn't on that type of time. It was just that wasn't my mind frame. I didn't think I had it like that. But now, like looking at it, I'm like, oh shit, that did happen or that did take place. Yeah, it is absolutely. See, the thing, Heidi, is you got to understand. What I come to realize is I have privileges, right? That's why I say I don't even want to really talk like red pill shit no more, or not. I was never really red pill, but I don't even like going down that lane because I don't have the issues that the majority of men have, right? Like, and I'm not. This is not even being like cocky or conceited because I feel like I'm an average looking person, right? I don't think there's nothing special about me. I'm taller than average. That's about that, right? But women value that for whatever, and that might be the little advantage. That might be the thing. But I have a certain privilege that I've come to realize is a benefit, right? So that's how I look at it. I just think about like it's been times I've been out to eat with friends, and you know, it's like, and they'll point out like it could be female friends, it could be whatever. They'll be like, that chick was checking you out the whole time, no, like, and they'll notice these things, just little off the wall shit. And I'm just like, to me, it's whatever, right? Because I guess because my mind's not on that type of thing. But slowly, now that I pay more attention, now that I'm more alert about things, I wouldn't say pretty, but I don't even think it's that. I think it's like oh shit, y'all. Oh shit. Do I need to open up the line? If I open up the line, is Miss Angela gonna call in? I think we may need to take a couple of calls. First, Miss Mead, how are you? It is good to see you. It is good to know that you're doing all right. I saw your comment the other day. I'm glad to know that you are alive and well. The Falcons still suck. Every team in Atlanta is garbage and trash. But you yourself are a good person. So it is good to see you, and I hope that you are well. I hope that the family is doing well. And I'm sending my love your way. How are you, Miss Meat? But no, I don't think it's. I think that women have such low standards, and I can be a bit of a Neanderthal. You know what I'm saying? It's just height and dreads. That's all it is. That's really it. Like it's like a couple of factors, right? I would say height, dreads, and tattoos. My tattoos don't even connect, right? They have a lot less meaning every now and then. So it's just like. But here's the thing about me that I realize that women like. I let women be who they are, right? And I think that's the thing that bitches like about when they kicking it with me or whatever. I'm not trying to turn you into nothing. I'm not trying to change you. If I have no serious intentions towards you, I'm gonna let you be who you are, and I'm gonna let you be very comfortable in being who you are, right? And that can lead to a lot of very interesting situations. Sometimes it can lead to some very bad. There's just certain stories that are not meant for the internet that I just can't tell. But yeah, I've had like the weirdest, most interesting, bad, good situations I know. Just dumb, stupid. How did this even happen? Like, yeah. Anyway, hey, I do my best. I try to utilize my white privilege. I don't have much of it. That's why I wear white T-shirts, right? So then I think I can get a little bit. I got white tea privilege, right? Miss Meat, Miss Angela, what is your favorite R. Kelly song? Do you have just one? What is your most interesting memory that you've had from an R. Kelly song? I, and I probably shared this with y'all before, um, was told, and I didn't remember it, but apparently in high school, I took a V card to an R. Kelly song. Would anyone like to guess what R. Kelly song it was? I know I've told this story before, so y'all, somebody should know. Right? Somebody should be aware what song that this is, right? And when I was told what song it was, I was like, that had to be a terrible memory for you. Like, it had to be. Right? Like, it had to be, because I'd hate that would be, I'm a flirt? Really? That's interesting. Okay. What is your favorite R. Kelly album? But like I said, so when I was informed of what song it was, I was like, that doesn't seem like a song that you want to have that memory towards. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? Like it's clams, oysters on a half shell. But yeah, so it's the round one. Terrible. 12 play. Okay. Okay. I feel like, again, I guess I think it's a time thing because, like I say, TP2 was more high schoolish. Chocolate Factory came out when I think my freshman year. Um, yeah, had a whole party to just had a whole after party to just the Chocolate Factory album. Like, yeah, that was the whole thing. But yeah, so it's R. Kelly has been a part. He's been a integral part in our. Well, I would say at least most African Americans, at least. But I think that I don't think R. Kelly's just a black thing. I think R. Kelly has. What? Didn't he have like a song on a Batman? Fucking. He had like a song on a Batman movie. It wasn't I Believe I Could Fly. That was on something else. Then he have like was it Gotham City, some weird shit. But again, he's like I said, it's just Zoo. I don't think I'm trying to. What's Zoo? I don't know. I don't know about that one. Two knocks at the door, my baby. And I can't sing, so don't ask me to sing. I'm gonna fuck it all up. Was it Space Jam? I thought he had like something like Gotham City, some crazy shit. But yeah, like it's all he's okay. Quick poll: 0 for no, 1 for yes. Y'all know how we do it. Is R. Kelly locked up or not? Excuse me. The king of R&B, because he was the self-proclaimed R&B thug. He was the self-proclaimed king of R&B, right? Okay. You say no. Who would you believe is the if you say no? Who do you believe the king of R&B is? Right? Because for me, it's you know who I think is probably as bad as R. Kelly in the off script nonsense, but it just has yet to be revealed. But I'm pretty sure when all the Diddy files come out, I think when all the Diddy files, I think Usher is probably just as bad, if not worse, when it comes to the out of studio shenanigans, out of studio, out of concert shenanigans, as R. Kelly, right? And again, I didn't watch Surviving R. Kelly. I don't want to know the real details. People are trying to tell me, I don't want to hear it. I don't want to know it. I'm just, I'm separating the man from the music, right? I know the albums. Yeah, Usher and Bieber were both invites to the Diddy Mansion at very young ages. Yellow Beezy, I don't know nothing about Yellow Beezy. I don't know nothing about Mo3. I didn't even listen to Mo3 like that. I knew the one song. When I first heard Mo3, and I'm actually going to get a little annoyed about it, is it was a stylist I was going to on the north side, right? This is when I used to stay in League City. It was a stylist I used to go to on the north, right? On the north. And I guess this is when he was beefing with I don't know if he was beefing. I don't pay attention to Dallas. Like Dallas music to me is like I don't give a fuck about Dallas. Like the greatest thing to ever come out of Dallas was Erykah Badu. That was the greatest rapper to ever come out of Dallas, right? Dallas music to me is just it's meh. Like who is really putting on? Dallas had a bunch of weird rappers that did a bunch of dance moves and shit. They call me Mr. Hit That. I'm not a jigger, right? I'm way more nigger than jigger. Now, I wasn't in the club jigging and doing all this weird shit. I wasn't doing all that. Like that was not my zone. I stopped with the crunk music. Crunk shit, yeah, I was with the crunk music shit. Right? But anyway, I was going to this stylist and I'm getting annoyed because this bitch she did great hair, and I recently tried to link up with her again, right? Had an appointment set, and the reason I stopped going to her is because I went to her a couple of times, and then one time I go, and again, you gotta understand, if you know where League City is to, where was she at? It wasn't Imperial Valley. Where the fuck was she at? Where the fuck was she at? Where was she at? I can't remember. But if you know, like, if you know League City is way on the south, past the south side. It's south of Houston, right? Southeast. And where I'm talking about going is like northwest, right? And out past the Beltway. So like Beltway to Belt, from one side of the Beltway all the way to the other side. Like if you know what I'm saying, like this is not a short trip, right? This is based on the video, Murray was just talking. I've heard a bunch of stuff, right? I just seen something. I saw something earlier about I can't remember the name. Roy Lee. I don't know if y'all know the comedian Roy Lee. They were saying he got killed behind some Yellow because he was trying to fight Yellow Beezy. But Yellow Beezy ain't want to box because for whatever reason. And then he ended up getting killed. But they said he got shot. And he actually survived getting shooting, but the bullet ended up traveling and killing. But anyway, I was at this hairstyle and I heard, I'm like, man, who is this nigga that you listen to? This nigga jamming. You know what I'm saying? Like this nigga jamming. She's like, oh, that's Mo3, blah, 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 blah. And I don't know if it was Trap Boy Freddy or yeah, that's gonna be that. Yeah, that no jam. But like I say, I'm not gonna sit there and act like I was a fan. Like I'm not gonna be like a person like, oh man, that Mo3, R.I.P. Mo3. I'm like, oh damn, that nigga died. Like I wasn't into his music like that, right? Like when Nip passed, I was really fucking with Nip. Like I was a Nipsey Hussle fan. Like I was several albums deep in. Like you know what I'm saying? Like the marathon continues, the marathon, you know, all the mailbox money, like all that type of shit. Victory lap, like all that type. Like I was fucking with Nip when Nip died. Like it's like I'm not one of the people who just like, oh, this motherfucker died, let me check who he is and then try to get on the bandwagon. So I'm not gonna act like, you know, I was a big Mo3 fan. You know what I'm saying? Like I fucked with Nip tough. Like Nip, I fucked with Nip's whole catalog. Like I got on it late, but several years before he died. Like, you know what I'm saying? Hey, I fuck with Larry June, super tough. I fuck with Currency, super tough. I fuck with Peasy. I fuck with what's his name? Hold on. I fuck with Peasy. I fuck with Jay Worthy. I fuck with Primo Rice. If you ain't fucking with that Primo, fuck with Primo. If you like Larry June, fuck with that Primo Rice. He done a bunch of songs with Primo. Primo is starting to come into his own. Like Primo been putting out good music, but Primo Rice, like he been dropping a couple little things lately. Like Primo is like coming into his own little style. And he's solid. You know what I'm saying? It's not like Lil Dicky. um, is that yeah. Look, Primo fuck with that Crystal like I said, and I'm not even gonna talk about it, put me on the nip, but that's whatever. Leave that be, whatever it may be. But yeah, I fuck with Nip. Like that's probably the only good thing that ever came out of that. But I fuck with Nip. You know what I'm saying? So when that shit happened, like I probably was listening to Victory Lap when the shit happened. You know what I'm saying? Like when I heard the shit happen. But yeah, heavy rotation for me right now. If it's good job. You know what I'm saying? Primo Rice. Fuck with it. Primo Rice. Yeah, I think he spells Premo. Now, he on that pimp shit, so you might or may not like that kind of music. But like Currency, Larry June, Primo, that's more. Well, I'll say Currency, Larry June. That's more what they call like lifestyle music. Because them niggas just talk about having nice shit, doing nice shit. You know what I'm saying? They gonna throw a little gutter shit in there, but it's like I like shit about having nice things. You know, I don't like the same old just ghetto shit all the time. Don Tripp, yes, yeah. Don Tripp, and man, when him and Starlito used to drop the what was that? Step Brothers. Those were some great mixtapes. Starlito goes hard. I haven't been up on it lately. I don't know if he's doing anything more recently. Starlito goes hard. Lido. Who else be jamming? Like, I probably fuck with a lot more independent artists than I do, you know, more known shit. I ain't been fucking with my boy Money Man in a minute. But I know he didn't drop. I think he just dropped something recently. I was heavy on Money Man for a little bit. Like I was fucking with that Money Man super tough for a little while. I need to get back fucking with that. Let me see. But like I said, it's just to me. Stop. No. I don't look like no motherfucking 2 Chainz. Nah, absolutely not. 2 Chainz is a skinny nigga. I'm fat. Like, I lost a little bit of weight. I probably put on about another good 10 pounds. I got down to like 237. I think I'm probably about 250 right now. Like that's my issue. I be having like I be wanting to be a skinny nigga. I be wanting to be a slim nigga, but then I like having just a little bit of weight. I feel comfortable with a little weight on me, like not too much. You know what I'm saying? Oh, they dropped the whole project. I know they did that. No, that was Primo and 2 Chainz. What's that? Fuck. Primo and 2 Chainz just dropped something, a little song, that whole jams. But yeah, like that whole little thing. I'm gonna have to check that out. Cause like I said, I fuck with June tough. I fuck with Larry June super tough. Keep going, Larry. Good job, Larry. them little fucking them little ad libs. They're so offbeat and so off kilter, but it's just cool. What the hell you was doing hanging out with 2 Chainz? You probably over tell that nigga, rise up, 2 Chainz, rise up. That nigga is from Atlanta, huh? Yeah. Yeah, I think I'd have. I would too. That's a great question. Any rapper, right? Any rapper. I'm probably rocking another 15 minutes or so. Any rapper, living or dead, and no disrespect to the dead. Any rapper, remind me, living or dead, and clones. Remind me about this in just about like 5 minutes. Well, I'll say that after this. Just remind me, because you know I'll be ADHD. I'll be forgetting shit. Any rapper, living or dead, if you could fight any one rapper, no pistol play, just straight square up. This nigga said mix don't even exist no more. Straight square up. I might have to bring back a Twitch. I might have to go fuck with some might have to fuck with some what's that Fallout. I might have to go back to New Vegas on y'all. If you could fight any rapper, square up with any rapper, living or dead, who would it be and why? I think if it was any rapper, I guess I would say Mike Jones, but it would have to be more of a challenge because I think that would be light work. But I just because I hated the fact that he repeated every fucking thing, like Remy Ma. That's interesting. I don't know, Miss Mead. I think Remy Ma might Remy Ma might whoop your ass. She a shooter. She ain't trying to fight. She might shoot something. But it's crazy how there's still women who are blaming Papoose for that whole outcome. Like it's women who will find a way to blame a man for anything, right? Like that's a thing that gets me enraged, right? Man, yeah. You don't want to say Drake, but Drake. It will not change my life. Like, and I know that there are people who love this is why people like Mike Jones. Okay, I'm gonna tell you exactly why people like Mike Jones, right? The reason why people liked Mike Jones is because Mike Jones' raps were so basic, but they were catchy. It made anybody, especially people who couldn't rap, feel like they could rap. Like they had a chance to make it in the industry. That's why. That's why people loved fucking Mike Jones' music. To me, it was some of the worst rapping. Right? Like it had no passion to it. It had no energy to it. It was just saying things. He's just saying stuff. Right? Like he's just saying words. Right? And then I guess if you like back then they didn't want me now. Like I guess if you a nigga that never got no hoes, you could fuck with that. Like he said, I guess if you from a perspective of a nigga who never had it and then kind of got on, but he didn't maintain it. You know what I'm saying? Like now he's doing fucking. I seen him in a gym rapping to a less than sold out crowd. Like motherfuckers just walking around the fucking gym like they didn't even know who the fuck he was. You know what I mean? Like. And again, I don't want to sound like a hater. I just never rocked with Mike Jones' music. It was never my cup of tea. Right? Just never my cup of tea. Who else? Who else? I'm pretty sure there's. So I'd have to probably think about that a little bit. Yeah, they did. They played this shit heavy, but people liked it. People requested Mike Jones' music, and the fact that. In my opinion, and people will argue about this, people will defend this, and people will go. I believe we had an argument about this in the Sauce one time. To me, you know what I'm saying? To me, Mike Jones was the worst verse on Still Tipping, right? Because originally, Chameleonaire was on Still Tipping, but they ended up giving the song to Mike Jones. They gonna say I'm hating on Bun. They can't say I'm hating on Bun's music, right? If I'm hating on anything on Bun, it's not even hating on Bun. It's the clout chasers, right? Because it's the people who hype shit up. Like to me, again, don't get me wrong. Trill Burger was cool. It's a good burger. To me, I felt the fries were great. The burger, it was cool. The fries were amazing. So that's kind of my view on it. And then again, it was relatively expensive because I had it in the stadium. Right? And so to me, in that stadium price, and we know everything's inflated in the stadium, I was like, I don't think that would be a thing that I would do very often. You know what I'm saying? Like that, it wouldn't be ideal. It wouldn't be a sustainable option to me. Would I go and wait in line? Because we know niggas will go to places where they feel like celebrities are. just to say they went, just to say, hey, shit, I'll be fucking with boy. I go to Trill Burgers all the time. Like, I'm not finna go wait in line. I'll go to McDonald's before I'm finna wait in line for 2 or 3 hours for some food. Like, I used to wait in line at the OG Frenchies back in the day, but that was I got in a fight in the line at the OG Frenchies back in the day. Like, literally got into a fight, and this was like a college. Got into a fight. Probably was on some type of narcotic. Stayed in line, got the food, went and ate, whatever. Fell asleep, wake up the next day. Was a fellow teammate. Like, man, y'all remember we slapped them niggas in the line yesterday and woo. I was like, man, I forgot all about that shit. That happened? Like, you ever be so fucked up, like from a night before that you just like, damn. Like something took place, like you thought it took place, but you couldn't remember if it was like a dream or some type of drug-induced hallucination. And then somebody comes and reminds you that it actually took place. And you're like, oh, that shit did fucking happen, right? Slim was getting bopped up in the video. Like, so that made his verse instantly better, right? What happened to Slim? Slim has been saying some things recently. Like, don't get me wrong. I fuck with Slim Thug musically, but I don't think I can rock with Sugar Daddy Slim. Like, just the ideology of it. Like, I get it, but I don't get it. And it's just certain things he's been saying. Like, when he was talking about we need to vote for Kamala and shit. And it's just certain stuff like, bro, you're never going to get me to do anything just because, an individual is black or just because. Like, that's how niggas been crashing out for a long time. Well, just a black person, just vote for them because they're like you. No, that's not how it works. Like, he's been saying some things, and I'm just like, what the fuck is wrong with Slim, dog? Like, but then he kind of started making sense again the other day when he's talking about, like, black women will make black men work harder for the pussy than any other race of women. Like, any other race of women, they will, black women will do it too. If a broad like you, rules for thee and rules for me, right? Like, that's kind of how it goes. If a chick fucking with you, like, all the rules are out the door. You know what I mean? Like, it's all the rules are out there. If a chick really fucks with you, the rules that she gonna apply, even the shit she made, the ridiculous shit she may say online or whatever, it doesn't apply to you, right? And that's what I've come to realize. Like I guess we're gonna have a stream soon. I don't know if we'll stream tomorrow. Maybe get back on like Monday. Maybe take Sundays off. But I'm working my way up. Like, yesterday was about an hour. You'll probably finish up an hour and a half here. I just gotta get my stream endurance back up. Smash, I'd slut Kamala out. I'd absolutely slut her out. I'd do the most disgusting things that she ever had in her fucking 60-something years of life. And she leaves the room with her little terrible ass fucking laugh, right? And never call her again and not vote for her, right? Like, that type of thing. I wouldn't vote for her. I wouldn't trust her with my life or my livelihood. Like, how do you think? Like, come on, she came up for a reason. What was it, Willie and shit, whoever else, the Jewish guy she married to? Like, she's fucking. She'll get it. Kamala, that old coochie will get it. But here's the thing, I wouldn't value any of her opinions on anything. Like, again, that nigga Willie endorsed her for a reason, right? Like, Willie endorsed her for a reason. Kamala probably got a Hoover on her, right? Like, let's be honest. Like, she probably got a fucking Hoover. And shit, that type of shit will have you married and still endorsing your secretary and bitch. Look, hey, if this is a purely physical conversation that we're talking about, absolutely, why not, right? I'm gonna say no on Candace Owens. I would enjoy a thorough conversation. Like, I'd enjoy having a conversation with Candace Owens. I'd love having a discussion, picking her brain and having a debate. It's gonna be a no for me on the physical friskiness with Candace Owens. Just nah. She's not gonna do the thing you like. She's just no, right? Can't do it, bro. Like, she's not gonna do that thing you like. young Hillary is a raging lesbian. So I mean, no. I'm going to say no. Well, young Hillary probably Lorena Bobbitt you. You know what I'm saying? And spit your shit out in the field somewhere. Make you regret every decision that you've ever made. So I would have to say I'm gonna say no on young Hillary just because I fear that there's more negative outcome than positive. And young Candace Owens period. Like I said, I'd have a Candace Owens is probably one of the few women that I would like to legitimately just sit down and have a conversation with and just have a real discussion with no physical interest whatsoever. Right? Like no physical interest whatsoever. Just like, hey, let's talk about big nose, small hats. Right? Let's talk about, let's just talk about things. Like, let me actually hear your opinion on life. You know what I mean? But just, I don't know. It's just, she don't do it for me. Don't do it for me. Can't. That's just. Candace Owens is going to be a no for. It's going to be a no for me, bro. I'm sorry. The squad. Who all is in the squad? Ileana Omar, no, or whatever her name is. Who was that? Fannie Willis, or whatever her name is. Let me take a look. Let me give you a proper confirmation on that one. Let me see. Let me give you a proper confirmation on that one. Before I get to saying something ridiculous. I don't know. Fannie might trick a little something. Suspicious powder. I need a full body shot. 71. That ain't out of my wheelhouse. Let me see. Hold on. Let me see. Fannie can get to play. Fannie can get to play. I might open up the playbook a little bit. I might open up the playbook a little bit. You know what I'm saying? It's playoff time. Fannie might get the playbook opened up a little bit. Joy Reid, absolutely fucking not. Hell fuck no. Just the thought of that makes my wee soft. Like, hell fuck no. What did you say? The super mayor? Nah. The Hinyard, whatever, no, absolutely not. Absolutely not. That like, look, I got rules and regulations, okay? It may not seem like it, and I'm several shots of tequila in deep. I don't even like her fucking name. I'm a few shots of tequila in deep, but and so I'm talking a little crazy. It's Saturday night. This is what we do. We gotta bring back Talking Dirty After Dark on Fridays. We don't get the den back like how it used to be. Just having fun. Like den's supposed to be a place where you can relax. We can have some potent, important conversations. But the den is supposed to be fun. The den is supposed to be a place where you can let off some steam, right? Say a Chilton? What is that? What is in a Chilton? I don't even know. That sounds. Nah, bro. It's not even. It's her. It's her mentality. Like that's the type of broad again. And we've had this conversation. We've had this conversation in the Discord actually. That's one of them chicks you can't give her a championship game D. You know what I'm saying? Because she's probably a stalker. Like she's probably one of them broads. She probably overrates the coochie. Then you put the business on her. You know what I'm saying? And she gonna stalk your ass. She's going, bro. Smashed in a grave with some dirt on top of it. Is a flavored vodka lime juice soda or simple, but okay, I'm gonna have to check it out. Let me take that. Send me that in a message somewhere so I can remember. Doesn't matter what kind. Is it a? It's a mix, or is it like a brand drink? Because I have probably 2 out of 3 ingredients. Right. I probably have 2 or 3. So I got some Tito's. I got some Tito's. So I can play Tito's, some lime juice, and soda water, like club soda, or because to say soda water, right? To say soda water is a very old school way of terminology for me, right? Because that's what I expect. Like my grandpa didn't say soda water, and so referring to a soda. So I'm like, in this term, I'm thinking, are you mean like a club soda, or you meaning like an actual any type of soda water? Like I need clarification. I need clarification on that. You said so. Fanny's a different kind of woman. You straight up vodka, club soda's good. Okay, soda. That mean, hey, that means you raised right. Soda water means you got a little old school in you, right? Baking soda. I need baking soda. You're talking about a whole different program over there, Delta. That's that stuff you don't come back from, right? No, Fanny. You got to look at Fanny's resume, right? I don't even know who Taylor Rooks is, so I'm gonna have to Google that one. Fanny is again. Fanny was breaking bread with old boy, so you know Fanny probably on some freaky shit, right? Like Fanny liked to keep her stuff in rotation. So Fanny looked like she do that little thing you like, right? I see it in her eyes. Yeah, she do that little thing you like. Let me look up Taylor Rooks over here. Two. So how do y'all feel about that? What does she do? What is like her thing? Is she like a sideline reporter or something? I don't know. I don't know. Hold on. Some of this weave a little too long. Like yeah, y'all know my thing. If the weave too long, things may be wrong. What they talking about? Taylor Rooks, John Morant. She fuck with John Morant? She a b-ball group. She already ran through. Um, it's not Fanny. It's Fooney. I don't know. At 2K, like NBA 2K. Um, okay, I'm gonna check that out. Club soda's good. Okay, vodka, club soda, and some lime juice. That sounds like something I've probably had before. Right. That sounds like something I've had in some kind of sketchy dive bar on a late night where I didn't know where the fuck I was. Yeah. Okay. I'm gonna check that out. Let's see. Yeah. That's who it was. But that's what I'm saying. Like, look, young men, older men probably already know this, and I'm probably regurgitating some things that you may not know, right? You know, people will say the power of the PUSSY. That was a song. We bring it back to R. Kelly. R. Kelly and Jay Z had a song called "The Power of the PUSSY." That's why every motherfucker in the world just fly. That's true. right? That's cool and that's true. But I believe, I'm a firm believer. I'm a firm believer that a proper piping has the power of the PUSSY, right? That's why these broads go crazy. That's why these broads get to stalking. Like, don't get me wrong. There's some old tender dick niggas that get out there. They get to stalking bitches and going crazy behind bitches and doing. I would never. I would never. Like, when it's over, it's over. It is what it is. Like, I would never, right? But if you've ever sent a woman into convulsions, you see the crazy rolling over in her eyes, right? And you know, I'm in trouble, right? I'm in for a bad time. This good time is going to turn into a bad time. I believe that you can make a broad go crazy before. Well, I mean, again, it depends. It goes both ways. But yeah, yeah. Especially a broad who's never had it done right. That bitch will stalk you. That bitch will leave her whole fucking existence. You know what I'm saying? That bitch will leave any and everything she believes. A broad will leave her family. Like, she can be married with multiple children. You know what I'm saying? And nigga have a good job, could have 401k, have all the shit going on, right? Like, if she catch a piping like she's never caught before, right? You hit that. What you say, Miss Meat, that they want their backs broke? If you properly break her back, not in the physical sense of putting her in the hospital, breaking her back, but if you properly unleash that next level, a woman will give up in everything. But again, I'm not saying that men don't do it. There's men who have done it too. They had something they never had before. They left their wife and kids behind, and all that other good shit, and said fuck it, right? But I don't know. I don't. It could go both ways. It could go both ways because it just depends, right? It just depends. But I feel like women are more sensual, and so if they've have an experience that they don't have, especially when I think women are more into desires and fantasies and things like that. And if you create that fantasy and you make those feelings become reality for them, it's over with. It's over with, right? So, Aaron the plumber is the number one nigga on motherfucking the internet right now. A. All right. I probably took one shot too many. I mean, this motherfucker talking crazy. We'll rock for about 5 more minutes, right? Because we Hitman stream, nah, no Hitman stream. But and you know what's super crazy? Because like I think I've got to see if it's still a thing. But like I made like affiliate on Twitch, and I never as soon as I made affiliate on Twitch, I stopped fucking with Twitch. You know what I'm saying? I stopped fucking with it. But if anything, I may fuck with some. I need to bring back the Sims play, minus all the crazy extra shit. I either need to bring back the Sims or I need to do the Fallout New Vegas. Fallout New Vegas is always cool, right? Fallout New Vegas is cool. But see, the thing about Twitch is because Twitch is like, there's too many like woke ass people on Twitch, shit, even on YouTube. I've really been thinking about going and fucking with Kick because I hear you got more freedom on Kick. Like, because even this channel, like, I think the sauce is still good, but like this channel, it's not demonetized, but because I didn't do shit for so long, like they took away all my little shit. But it's just like, goddamn, that shit's annoying and frustrating. But I'm really thinking about doing. I need to find a proper platform, right? The proper platform that I can talk crazy like I want to talk. Sauce, you'll probably get some sauce next week. A couple of folks that hit me talking about what's up with the sauce, what's going on with the sauce. Sauce will probably be next week, right? I won't say I've been out the loop. I've been kind of on the edge of things. I haven't really been fully invested, but I definitely want to talk about why getting rid of Tunsil was the best move. Like, cause I mentioned it, I either mentioned it last year, or sometime later. I want to say last year, maybe the year prior, and people was mad about it. Like, I've been saying that for a while. Like, you're getting paid too much to be so fucking undisciplined. Like, you're doing more damage. And I didn't think that. I think you can be good and you can be talented and your heart not really be in it. To me, he's in it for the bag. Like him and Howard. Like Howard, I don't think Howard's good because I think he wants to be a goddamn Twitch streamer. He wants to be known for fucking something else. And Thompson want to be a goddamn fashionista. So like it's just a lot of little shit. It's a lot of little shit that I couldn't fuck with, with them motherfuckers. So there's that. But I think that they made the right moves. And like I said, with Kirk is something I talked about years ago. So it's going to be very interesting to see what happens. But I got a few thoughts. I'm just thinking about how I want to reintroduce. Because no motherfucker tell where the fuck you been at, man? Where the fuck you went last season? So it's got to be done properly. But it will be done. So I'm not worried about that. Let me see. I feel like, man, look, you ain't lying. Shout out to Wink, man. Yeah, we got and that's the real thing, right? And that's the real thing is getting that real round table energy back, right? Oh, well, definitely. I mean, hey, I will shout out to White Persuasion. It's definitely enough. Uh, I need to have a shot stream. That'd be too crazy. Pull it up. And here's my thing, right? So, for those who are inquiring, yes, I'm sipping on tequila. Tequila is my preference. Shout out to the lovely Miss Sarah Lou because she put me on Tres Generaciones. And I finally completely, so I've had each one. I've had the Nejo, I've had the Reposado, I've had they actually have like two Reposados. They have a Cristalino. And, but I decided to like collect the bottles, right? Because I have, keeping my empties or whatever, just because I like the way the bottles look. So I finally got my collection full. So once I finish this, this is the Anejo. Once I finish this one, I'll have my bottle collection. So I have the Reposado, I have the what do they call it, the legendary Reposado. I'll have the Cristalino, and then I'll have that one. So shout out to White Persuasion. Shout out to White Persuasion. Like, how OG? I'm sleep good tonight. We gotta get the den back to where. Remember the calls, the medication calls, the various random that's the energy that I want the den to get back to. Like the den was fun. Don't get me wrong. The politics and like I said, like I don't want to continue bashing the women folk. Like I love the ladies, right? I don't get any pleasure out of bashing because I'm well aware that men can be hoe ass niggas too, women can be hoe ass niggas too. Ruby, good evening. And I know it's on both sides, right? And I'm generally a fair and balanced person. I'm generally a person who is, and I let myself get too far on one side, even with the politics, right? Because again, like I say, I have conservative. I'm independent, but I lean more conservative. But don't get me wrong, I'm not 100% conservative on my views. Like there's certain things that, you know what I'm saying? It's just like, so I know part of me. Well, send me your ideas, Miss Meat, because that's what I probably need a producer. I need somebody to feed me ideas because the way I think about stuff, the way I think about things is definitely different than most. Like I have no problem talking about pretty much anything, but the way I look at something, the way my premise of stuff is like, once I've thought about it, I don't like repeating myself, and so I feel like I'm being redundant. So even if I just said it to myself or talking to a friend in person, by the time I get on stream, it's like I don't want to repeat those things because I feel like like I said, I'm being redundant. Like I've said this before. That's why I you want a lot of stuff in the sauce. So like it's conversations we may have had in the Discord, and it's been a while since I've been in Discord, but conversations I may have had with friends or something like that. And so I feel like we still supposed to do a stream together, Miss B. That still has never come to fruition. So you let me know when you ready. You know, I'm on your schedule. But you need to make that happen. But so my mind, the way my mind works, yeah, I'm still on Instagram. It should be Ed Honcho. You need to Den Show Live. I started back using that one, or Ed Honcho HTX. So either way, I'm still. I'm not on Facebook. I'm on Messenger, but I'm not on Facebook because Facebook just it ain't it for me. Hey, like I told you, I ain't got no fault with Bill Cosby. Because here's my thing, right? To find fault with Bill Cosby and to find fault with a lot of these things is to believe that women are ignorant or less intelligent than they really are. These women know what they're doing. These women are well aware of what men want and their behavior, but they can play that role, and society will look at it like, "Oh, you took advantage," or "You did." No, 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 no. Women are not dumb, right? They're not. Women are, on average, they're more emotionally intelligent, and they're more, I would like to say, let me word this right. Aware in the scenario, right, of what's going on at most time. Now, there's some women who are just fucking dingbats. Some women who've just lucked into their positions. But women are not dumb, right? Women are not ignorant. But they're given the benefit of the doubt and they're given the ability to play ignorant. Women are much greater manipulators than men will ever be. Like, I wish I had the ability to be a manipulator, but my mind doesn't process things like that. Like, I wish I had the ability to plot and scheme and connive and do all that. But honestly, I live in the moment, right? Like, I live in what's happening right now. Like, I don't plan ahead very much. I don't like plot and scheme. Like, it's not in me. It's never been my nature, right? So like, I would not be a good I would not carry out good missions. I wouldn't be a good army specialist or anything like that. I live in the moment. That's just how things have been, right? But women are great. They're masterminds, right? They think further ahead. They know how to use their advantages, but they know how to do it in a way that's subtle and in a way that doesn't come across as manipulating. But in reality, it is. And the reason I know these things is because, like I said earlier, I let women be who they are. And that's why women tend to be very comfortable around me, because I don't have intentions. I don't want anything from anybody, right? And I think when people understand that I generally operate with no intentions, I have no agenda, I genuinely like to know people for who they are, right? And I genuinely like to just have real conversations. That's just who I am. Like, I like to know people's lives because I like to know the part of your life that I've never lived, right? And so when they realize that, like, I'm not after nothing. I don't know if it's more of a turn on for them or what, but when women get comfortable around you, they get honest with you, right? I've always said, what is it? I love ladies. I like hoes. I can't stand them bitches. And the reason why I say I like hoes, because hoes will be the most honest with you. Ladies will be a little timid, and they get comfortable with it, and they'll be, more honest, but they want to keep that image of that ladylike image. Hoes will a hoe will tell it like it is, and she'll be straight up, and a hoe who knows she's a hoe and accepts the fact that she's got hoish tendencies will be straight up with you, and I can respect it. And I'm not going to look any less of you, you know what I'm saying? Because again, I've lived enough life to understand that people come in all faculties and all that. And I guess that's the difference between me and most dudes. Most dudes have intentions with a woman, and then if they see her in a certain light, they're going to look at her differently. My volume is low? Okay, let me see if I can fix that for you. Like I said, so they'll look at them differently, right? They'll look at them in a way in which they have these expectations of them. Let me see. I don't know if that's going to turn it up. But this should be a little bit higher. So they'll look at these women and they'll have expectations. I don't have expectations. Like, I don't go into any situation. Like, I genuinely don't have an agenda. I don't pre-plan anything. Half the time when I get on stream, it's just, all right, here's the topic. I may have 2 or 3 points that I want to address, and then we're just going to see how shit goes. So it's genuinely a conversation. And so I think when you approach shit like that, and people genuinely see that, they respond to you differently, right? And so that's just kind of what it is. Because I've come to realize that women get very comfortable around me, right? And you would think, oh, he's a menace, he's a this, he's a that. Cause he's a big, I don't have none. I don't look. Pussy everywhere. It's like you done all the shenanigans I done. You know what I'm saying? He said, now it's loud as hell. Okay, let me find a balance. It's this little knob right here. Maybe that'll work. And so it is what it is. And so I suggest to most men, like, approach women with no agenda. Like, approach them like you would approach your partner, your homeboy, and you'll start to see the real side. Women will be much more honest with you. Women will be much more comfortable with you. And don't take advantage of these things. Just genuine, like, you have to develop a genuine energy, right? And you will learn a lot. Like, you will learn a lot. If you have female relatives that you know or whatever, and they'll try to keep the mask up for women too. But like I say, you play it cool, you'll learn a lot. And so that's why I know how women operate. And I just at this point, like I say, I know niggas be on hoe shit, women be on hoe shit. Some people will stand up. Some people like when you operate that way, you don't trip as much. You know what I'm saying? You don't get upset by the things that happen. Life happens, and you realize some people are just fucked up. Some people are good. Some people, what is it saying? Hurt people hurt people. And my philosophy is that I'm good. That dash shot got me rambling like crazy. But I honestly look at life like I feel like I've been very blessed. I'm not the richest motherfucker. I've not had the easiest life, but I know that there's people who've had it worse than me. I know there's people who've been born deficient. I know that people who've been raised in situations that were just terrible. So when I approach things, I look at shit like I feel more sorry for people that I do have animosity. Like, somebody fucks me over, or somebody does some fucked up shit, I don't necessarily get mad. Like, as long as you ain't physically harm me, you know, it could be a money issue, it could be a lie issue, it could be. It's just like, I'm gonna cut you off, but I feel more sorry for you than I feel anger or animosity or wanting to get revenge. Because really, what does revenge get you? It doesn't change the thing that happened, right? So with me, it's just like, I know that it'll be the likelihood that you'll come across somebody like me who is going to approach you in a genuine manner, who's going to approach you honestly, who's going to approach you in a caring manner, is slim. So when you fuck that over, then shit, that's you. That's your loss. Like, I don't feel bad about it. You know, I can take this energy to somebody else, right? I can take this energy to somebody who appreciates it. And then you eventually going to find genuine people who do appreciate it, and that's who you keep in your inner circle. Well, shit, I damn near ran like shit. What we got? About 6 more minutes. It'll make a whole 2 hours, so might as well just, fuck it. Might as well keep it running, right? So definitely get the stream endurance up now. But yeah, so it's just like, I encourage people to be their genuine selves. I encourage people to not have animosity or anger towards others. And the fucked up thing is, like, a lot of people will try to do you bad because they think that that's what you would do to them. But, you know, and it can get you angry. But again, don't let the person get you off your square. Don't let a person get you off your circle. Don't let a person get you out of your character, right? Like, because that's all you got. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's all you. That daylight saving, that's what's fucking the motherfucker up. You know, like, you can't, because again, like, it's a lot of people who are envious and jealous and angry. Like, I'm gonna be honest and just not saying too much. Like, and this is, I don't think it's a flex. I don't think it's like, that's how I know I'm thrown off, because I know I must not have the full spectrum of human emotions or something, because I've never been jealous. Right, like, never. I don't know what jealousy feels like, but I've seen it, and when I've seen it in other people, like, and especially the first time I recall it was like really in my adulthood, late adulthood, like, to see an actual jealous person, to actually see an envious person, and how they respond and how they react. Like, it's crazy to me. Like, it's wild. It's almost like a disease. You know what I mean? Like, I can genuinely say, hey, that nigga got him a bad bitch. Hey, that's cool. I don't want it, but I'm not envious. I wish I had that bitch. Like, could I possibly get it? Yeah, maybe. But it's like the energy of one. Like, I've never had, I can genuinely say, I've never had a jealous energy. I've never had him, like, one, I believe those are female traits. And when I first did see them, they were in female. And just to like, to hear someone openly admit being jealous of someone, to be envious of someone, like, I literally had to sit down and like think about that shit. Like, that's a real, it's a real thing. Like, and to me, especially when a man displays that trait, like, it's weird. Like, so that's kind of one of the things that make me very thankful that that I was raised with. Like, again, either it's a thing in me that I'm just deficient, or again my upbringing, or whatever it may be. I've never been jealous. I've always been appreciative of what I had, whether it was plenty, whether it was little, whether it was a moderate amount, whatever it may be. Like, I don't know what that feels like, and I feel sad for a person who has that kind of energy. Like, I wouldn't wish that on my worst enemy. Like, because it's a disease. It's a thing that deteriorates people, right? Like, I've seen it up close and personal, and it's just like, damn. Like, and I've seen it with people who didn't realize the blessings that they had, didn't realize the benefits that they had, didn't realize the life that they had, didn't realize all the good things that were going on for them. But because they were so busy projecting this external ass energy, projecting this external ass observation, that they couldn't see all the good that they had going for themselves. They couldn't see, the strengths that they had, because they were focused on being jealous. They put this narrative in their mind that something else was better, or something else was, more imperative to them. Like, and to sit back, and again, just to be an observer. I've said it plenty of times. Like, I don't know. I don't have a mission. I don't think, people have told me, oh, you do good. You help people out. You enlighten people. Like, I don't think I do anything. You know what I'm saying? It's something I've always thought. Like, it's never been a point where I've been jealous. Like, I can't think of childhood. Like, oh, I got the 32 box of crayon. He got the 64 box. Like, I've never at any point ever felt jealous. I've never felt envy. Like, I don't know what that feels like, and I'm thankful for that. You know what I mean? Like, I could say somebody is better skilled at something than me, and I appreciate the fact, hey, I look at it like they had to work for that, or they earned it, they deserve it. I've never had a feeling of jealousy. Like, I've never seen somebody and thought, oh, they don't deserve that money, or they don't deserve this. I figured, hey, they've done something in their life, whether it was them or whether it was the generation ahead of them that put them in that position, or, whatever. Like, I look at things as adjustable. That they may not be the proper word to use. I'm a little slizzard. But I look at things as, if something's default or something's faulty in your life, that you can adjust it by adjusting your energy, or adjusting the way you observe it, or adjusting the way you look at it. But I can't ever say that I've seen somebody with something that I liked or admired and said, I want that, or I don't like them because they have that. Like, I've never felt that energy. And that's why I say I wonder, like, they talk about the green-eyed monster of envy and jealousy, and I've never felt it. If anything, I felt that the feeling that I didn't work hard enough to get it, or I messed up an opportunity to get it. I look at myself. I look inward, right? I don't look outward and say, oh, well, fuck them. They got this privilege, or they got this benefit, or they got this advantage. I look at it like, I've had the opportunity, or I've had the thing, and I just didn't take advantage of it, or my mentality wasn't right for the time, or I didn't approach the situation correctly, or, whatever it may have been. That's how I look at things. But I've never in my life just said that. I've never sat and marinated in hate and anger and frustration at somebody having more money, more materialistic shit. One, I'm not a materialistic person. That could be a thing. I've never I've never said, like I said, more money, having a skill set, having, anything. And it's just like, again, sometimes maybe I don't know if it was how I was raised. I don't know if it's just, my characteristic or whatever. And I'm not even trying to make that like a braggadocious thing, but it's just, I don't want to know what it feels like. You know what I'm saying? I don't want to know what that energy feels like. I would hate to feel that. Like when you would see things in movies and you see the character that get mad and get jealous, and like I thought that was just like a movie thing until I encountered it in reality. And then I saw it in people, and I don't know if it's a genetic thing, but I've seen it, and it's just like, why are you that way? Like, how did you get that way? All right, here's the thing. I said I was gonna wrap it up. Give me a second. Been drinking a little bit. I gotta take a momentary man break. Give me like 45 seconds. All right. Okay. So, here's the thing. Yeah, and that's the thing. Like, and I think when you look at it like, hey, it's a me thing. You feel like you're in control. You feel like you have control over the situation, right? Because I've encountered some crazy shit. I've encountered some crazy fucked up situations, but don't look at that. Don't even worry about what that bag was. It's just like I always look at the upside. Like I've been through some things, right? And I don't feel like it's the worst ever. I could have been unfortunate. I could have been an orphan. I could have been like I look at shit, and sometimes when I get down on shit, I'm like, man, it's fucked up, man. I can't believe this, that, or third. I look at this. It could always be worse, and be thankful of where you're at. But here is the deal. Well, one, Albanese makes the best gummies in the world. If you don't fuck with Albanese gummies, if you don't know what Albanese gummies are, they don't pay me. I wish they did. But y'all know me. I'm not going to promote anything that I don't genuinely fuck with. Like, genuinely fuck with. I can't just, I need to get some sponsoring or something, but I can't do it because I can't promote no fuck shit. But if you've never had Albanese gummies, you can get them at Walmart. I'm sure you can get them at other places. Gummy bears, great gummy worms, amazing. But I'm gonna get ready to wrap it up. I got a great buzz. I'm feeling really good. Probably gonna watch some American Dad until I fall asleep. I'm not gonna promise I'm gonna do it tomorrow. I'm trying to get back in my rhythm, but like I said, we went a solid 2 hours today. That was much more than I expected. I still have plenty of tequila left, so maybe we have a good conversation tomorrow. Maybe we talk about some good things mañana. But I want to thank those of you who pulled up. I want to thank those of you who hopped in the chat. I want to thank all of you who, were just here. Those of you who've been here for a long time and still been sticking around, and I appreciate each and one of you. Again, I value your time. I value your presence. I'm very thankful, right? Because you could be any fucking where. You could be doing any fucking thing. You know what I'm saying? If you fuck with American Dad, what's your favorite Roger character? I have a personal spot in my heart for Ricky Spanish. Boys don't know about Ricky Spanish, but I fuck with y'all, man, and I thank y'all. You know, and again, some of y'all been for so long. Some of y'all have been from a young age. Some of y'all have been, you know, as grown folks. I appreciate y'all, man. Like I said, I know it's been a lapse, and I hope that we don't have to go through this again. You know, but I'm thankful for y'all. You know, again, because like I said, it's been a lot of in and outs. I've lost a lot. I've gained a lot. But the fact that some of y'all been here through this 7, 8 years, however long this shit been going on, and y'all still fuck with this from the weed smoking Kush dens. Maybe we'll bring those back one day. But to this point, and it's actually funny, I haven't smoked. What is this? March? It's gonna be in the March. I ain't smoked since late last year. I thank y'all, man. I appreciate y'all for all the ups and downs and the changes I've been through, things I've talked about, things I haven't talked about. I value your presence. I'm thankful that you're here. And I guess since we're talking on R. Kelly, let me end it on a good R. Kelly note, if that's a thing. I can't give you my favorite R. Kelly, so there's just too many to name, right? There's too many to name, all right? And there's been too many shenanigans that I've done to too many R. Kelly songs, right? So people can say, I'm canceling R. Kelly. Y'all ain't never got real frisky to an R. Kelly track. Because if you have, ain't no canceling R. Kelly. Because you got some good memory. R. Kelly is a part of your life. And you have to deal with it. All right. These. Get you some of these. This is a fucking, goddamn. This is a 2 1/4 pound bag. I didn't even realize, I thought it was like a 1 pound bag. I'm not gonna eat all these fucking gummy worms. But, like $10. Go to Walmart. They're great. The most tasty, most flavorful fucking gummy bears, gummy worms. But they have smaller bags. Now, you don't have to get a about to die eating gummy worms. But yeah, y'all be cool like y'all be cool, man. I thank y'all. I appreciate y'all. I love y'all, genuinely. Like, I don't understand why it's so hard for people to spread love. Love should be something that we give freely and genuinely from our hearts. And I thank y'all for being here. Until we meet again, you know, y'all like guys to go home. But y'all got to get the fuck up out the den. I'll probably slide in the Discord for a little bit. If you're in the Discord, follow through in the Discord. Chop it up for a little bit. If not, I'll put the link in here real quick. If not, then I'll catch y'all when I catch y'all. Let me see. Let me put a link here. Blickety, blackety. Oh, that's why. Hold on, let me fix that. That's what it was doing yesterday. I had the fucking server or the streamer mode on. They wouldn't show the damn. There we go. It wouldn't show the damn deal. All right. So with that being said, and wow. I don't know if it went through or not. Oh no, that's not just the wrong fucking shit. Why is it showing that fucking thing? That's crazy. Well, here's a link. I'll be in the voice chat for a little bit. Again, y'all take care of yourselves. There we go. All right. Bye. Okay. Adios. I'm good and buzzed. I'm calling